Alright. Yeah, I need a new mic. I just need a new mic in the future. Just double checking something. Perfect. Alright, awesome. Cool. Okay, so now I do this. Update. Anytime you want to start that update game. There it is. I'll change that up. Jeez. It's moving at a snail's pace. I was able to download a 7 gig update for another completely different game. Much faster. %? Jesus Christ, what am I downloading? It's 7, it's like not even a gig. What am I downloading? I was really, honestly, I wouldn't have started the stream if I had known. I would have just gone. I don't know what to do to entertain you, chat. Hold on. I wish I could just leave this. But I don't have my setup on my computer. Man, the art in this art, oh god, man, so much concept art in Destiny is so good. Like, I don't know what that is, but it looks cool. It looks like it's supposed to be the city, and it looks like it's supposed to be way more like, I don't know, rural, something about it. We just never explore the city. Maybe that is what the city looks like, but we never explore it, so how are we to know? That was definitely from the campaign. 7%? Jesus Christ. Alright, you know what? Let's do an intermission. Because Jeebus. I guess I should probably, I'll go make another coffee. Probably not a great idea. Dun 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 bum 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 bum. We never escorted a little kid out into the snowy mountains there, Gandalf style. That never happened. I do have a broken Cade here. I gotta fix him. Broken Cade. Where's his base? That's the real question. Our hands from that. Jesus, it's ticking away. At this rate, I'm not going to be able to play Destiny. Alright, you know, gameplay, you could shut up for a minute. At this rate, man, I'm not going to be able to play Destiny for like it's like 10:30 now. I'm not going to be able to play till lunchtime. At the slow so slow. Is Twitter saying anything about this? Because, Jesus, this is bad. Again, I just downloaded like a 7 gig update for a game like in less than 5 minutes. So what's... Oh, interesting. Traveler leaving. Yeah, you need to play... No, show me, goddammit. I'm trying to stay off... I should stay off Twitter. Because... I don't want to see all the stuff. You know, actually, it's a good time for me to do. I want to catch up on this lore. I got the collector's edition. And I've not had a chance to read any of the lore inside of this, and I'm genuinely curious. I always start the Exo Stranger one and never finish it off. So I'm genuinely curious. Let's see. Okay, let's see here. Might just read this real quick, too. It was a small ship, and, by hope more than reality, a quiet one. She attended it just for herself and perhaps Anna, if things went well this time around. Elsie could deal with the chaos that her little sister injected into her life. But today, chaos took the form of a curious ghost, not grasping the concept of keeping things in their proper place. Toki, Elsie sighed, brushing the phase couplers back into their labeled bin and securing it. Can't just rifle through my workbench. Some of this equipment is dangerous. I've checked the labels very carefully, Miss Bray. The ghost poked her gleaming eye out from under a spare length of photovoltaic cloth. Capacitors, couplers, and oscillators decorated her shell in a tasteful pattern. But I needed new components. You took apart my old shell. Because your old shell was made from unstable nanomachines. It could have eaten you. Well, perhaps, but I still can't fool it around. She lowered her tone to a scandalous whisper. Naked. Elsie supposed it made sense, and sighed again. Modesty wouldn't mean much to a metal skin, but she still wore clothing centuries after her own exo-conversion. Many days, her own presentation, her emotions, her volume, her gestures, and yes, even her clothing, was the fulcrum of which her self-control pivoted. You still shouldn't make a mess of other people's things, she finally relented. I may need these parts for repairs. I only took the broken things, Toki spun in front of a porthole, admiring her reflection. You don't seem the type to collect broken things. Elsie prepared to double down, but a train of thought derailed as she looked up to see her surreal alien passenger slither its way into the compartment. Cutting through the air with a beta fish's grace, the alien examined Toki's scrap and parts with 6 glittering eyes. Elsie felt wonder and discomfort creep into her as she watched. The alien, the fish, for lack of a better word, had lived alone on that abandoned Ishtar space station beyond Uranus for who knew how long before Toki found it. And Elsie, in time, discovered Toki. Elsie assumed a human had brought the fish. After all, the station had showed signs of habitation in the last decade or so by someone. Human, or at least close enough to it. The uncertainty ate at her because she knew that everything about her future, her fate, demanded understanding all the possible influences of the coming conflict. She convinced herself that only victory could break her free of these hellish time loops, whether that meant the grand victory against the Pyramid Fleet or the personal victory of saving her sister. She wasn't sure. But uncertainty, that was the fly in her ointment, and she was certain of nothing when it came to Toki's strange friend. Elsie sat, and the tension in her servos began to slacken. Exos didn't breathe, but a long exhale was as good for the mechanical soul as the organic. An electronic an electronic tittering brought her back into the moment. Toki swiped her fins up, and the eel-like alien followed her movements, turning a loop in the air. The ghost swept her gaze back and forth, and again the creature followed, rolling left, then right. A thought suddenly occurred to Elsie. Toki, did you teach your friend these tricks? Toki turned on a barrel roll and laughed as her companion followed. No, it's just knew this all when I found out. Leaning in close, Elsie reached towards the fish, and the creature dutifully slid into her palm. She turned the form over, then again, digital eyes scanning every detail of the silicate body. Below the head, she found a word etched in the same careful hand that had inscribed the destroyed weapon they had found near the creature's nest. Poka. Puka? Like the fairy. Is that your name or your species? I think it's a lovely name, Toki offered. Poka only rubbed its face into Elsie's waiting hand, demanding attention. You were a pet. Elsie gave the shiny carapace a scratch, triggering a wave of purrs. Puka's 6 eyes focused independently up at her and glittered. Someone taught you those tricks, and then left you. Isolation. Do not mourn your sister's abandonment, Elizabeth. They are small minds. I know grandfather's words make sense, but that doesn't sate the hollowness gnawing inside my chest. I set the stylus down, plant my hands against the desk, take a long, ragged breath of recycled air to silence the scream I need to unleash. The feeling passes. I retrieve the tool and return to business as usual in the lonely European lab. I am in control, even though I know that changes nothing. Elsie gasped and stared. Without Toki and her off-key humming, the ship felt emptier. Poka had chosen to stay behind, had chosen Elsie for reasons that escaped her. The alien's background noise filled in some of the gaps left in Toki's absence, but it didn't seem like enough to overcome the lonely thrum and ring of the engines. Get off of that, fish! It was remarkable how quickly the alien became obnoxious, especially when upending Toki's treasure canister the minute Elsie left the curious beast unattended. She shooed the slithering creature away and... Loss! I still know my partner is out there. I can feel us moving away from them, Toki comments. I'm an idiot for expecting a ghost to stay anywhere but their guardian's side for long. But this stop on Titan to replenish the deuterium tank was supposed to be simple. Toki's goodbye blindsides. Stop that, Elsie exclaimed, and shoved Poka aside to tidy the mess once again. Each etched diode and bit of cowling landing harder than necessary in the old ration canister. Poka repeated to one of the upper lockers and huffed with sounds that could have been sadness or anger. My head is messed up enough without you digging around in there to win an argument. She felt silly lecturing an alien being like Mother once lectured her Pomeranian. If the creature understood, the 6 glassy eyes betrayed nothing. Elsie pressed the tension lid close again. I'm sorry. Loneliness. You can make jewelry with them, or give them to friends. Toki, I don't want your garbage. I just don't want you to feel bad. Where I'm going would be very dangerous. You leaving is best for both of us. I understand why you need to say that. Poka chirped, now pushing into Elsie's hands and turned its gaze back to Toki's treasure canister. Fondness. I turn over the bolt stop in my hands again. The laser-carved loops and swirls lend the ceramic an organic grace. I'll admit it. You're pretty good at this, you little troublemaker. It cooed in coil. Guilt. Toki refuses to speak, and maybe, I realize, I deserve it this time. No, fish, you need to. Rejection. No. Ooh, some of this is in... Oh, God. Ooh, some of this is in Spanish. It's... Spanish or Latin. No. Il torture ma fil ossi? So I butchered that. Elsie says it's not you. Says it's not. Says he hasn't locked you up in that walking lazarito to die. I feel my mother's horror at the sight of me as a pressure. A stage instruction more than an emotion. Now we're doing 40%, not bad. Mom, please. Le vas bien... Oh, it's French, gotcha. Le vas bien... Je ne suis pas comme mon père. Oof. Inshallah. It's definitely butchered. Stop! Elsie's legs gave out and her body shook there on the floor where she landed hard. Poka shrieked and wrapped itself behind the discarded tin of treasures. How dare you struggle to her feet and the world spun. With 3 gentle steps, she felt her vision settle, felt the cool, firm steel of the deck beneath her, and the gentle thrum of the ship's vibration up her ankles, her knees, and into her chest. And in the wake of peace, the sorrow bubbled up. It keeps going. This is quite extensive. It's quite a few pages. I was expecting it to be done by that point. I wonder if there are any interesting lore implications of this. Jesus Christ. I still got 53% to go. I might as well just keep reading. Okay. Elsie wasn't sure how long she had cried. The dried mechanical sobs of her inorganic frame were timeless. A mimeograph of relief, but in the end she found herself propped up back against the bulkhead and letting the thrum of the ship serve as her ersatz heartbeat. Her companion wiggled under her arms and looked up. She sensed a faintness, a wisp of connection like the smoke in her peripheral vision. Concern. Last drops of rain pass by, but I don't notice anything beyond the ladybug toppled by the rain spout, the stillness of it. As Willa takes it in her hand, finally it kicks and rights itself. I squeal. Elsie focused. I thought you were dredging these up, but you're not, are you? She considered her own question and rubbed the creature's cheek, what passed for her cheek, with her thumb. She lifted Polka to her face. Something pressed at her mind, beyond the creature's vague look of confusion. A familiar contour, emotion, begging for context. Satisfaction. Satisfaction. The Sparrow's engine shuddered and spews steam before finally buzzing to life. It drifts lazily off the blocks, and I can't stop smiling, even though I know it's the goofiest grin. You're shaping whatever you feel, she mused, and her mind drifted back to warm beaches with Willa and Alton, their tiny footsteps slowly filling with saline from the warm, wet sand. Nature abhors a vacuum, and my heart fills it up. That could be dangerous, she realized. Polka chittered happily as Elsie began stroking the silicate head. But you wouldn't be someone's pet if you were dangerous, would you? Elsie's mind wandered back to the lonely space station where she found the curious creature of the enormous human handprint left behind and the Titanic rifle that Toki had scavenged to dress herself. So why does the person who needs a giant gun also keep a little psychic fish that makes you feel memories? Sorry, that was my phone. It's not silent. Ooh. Oh, it's a wheel. Oh, okay. Something weird. Something on Discord. Oh, okay, we're in, finally. Well, it jumped. Jesus Christ. Well, it was going at like a percentage per thing. And now it just jumped. It was done. Alright. Turn gameplay back on. Boop. We get a low hum. The music was just so loud. Again, I'm trying to do it so I don't overpower my own voice, which is important. Not do that. I want you to hear me. That's sort of the whole point. You're just watching gameplay. Some of the most popular items from our 30th anniversary are returning to the end of Season 19. Check them out on the Eververse front page. Titan. Let's go back to a live scene. Alright. Now we're actually in the game. I don't know, that was like a huge update for some reason. 700 gigs. It was just creeping along.
Rasputin, you can't be serious.
We have no other options. Aramis has breached the Warsat network security protocols. Soon, our most dangerous weapon will be in our enemy's hands. Once she issues the command to fire, not even I will be able to stop it. Our only choice will be to destroy the Warsats. All of them.
The only way to do that is...
Yes. Once I am uploaded to the orbital station, you must activate my self-destruct sequence.
No! There must be another way.
I have run trillions of combat simulations. They all end with the same result. My mere existence places humanity in danger. All that I am, every protocol, every line of code, must be erased forever. I must die, so others may live.
I won't let you sacrifice yourself.
I know. Clovis built me to be a weapon, to destroy my designated targets. But you taught me to be something more. A shield, a protector, a guardian. He gave me form, he gave me function. But you gave me purpose. Please help me fulfill that purpose now. Let me save humanity.
I just got you back. Now I have to say goodbye.
I've always been with you, Anna. And I always will be.
I have to speak with Rasputin. was here? Something was here. I had two things.
We have no time to waste. Aramis has accessed Abhorrent Imperative, the protocol I created to use the Warsats against the Traveler and prevent its departure. I surmise that the Traveler is Aramis's target as well. My internal algorithm has repaired me to the point where my self-destruct sequence can be initiated once I am uploaded to the network. However, Aramis has discovered and sealed the backdoor we installed aboard the station. You must manually link me to the controls. Breach Seraph Station with the Pillory Engram in hand. The time for subterfuge is over. Haste is what matters now. If Aramis fires the Warsats, the resulting devastation will be incalculable. There may be nothing left for the Hive to conquer. We cannot allow that to happen, Guardian. You must do what is necessary to prevent it. And so must I.
Okay, let me get some things that's still on this. Swap that up, put that on, that's fine. This can be swapped. Which one does this? I need that one, this one. I like the wave shit, I like the wave thing. Those are all good. Do I still have that glaive bounty? I do, so I'm gonna do that real quick. Put that on. That on, I have crafting stuff. Alright, there we go. Oh, do I have enough? I use them all up. I got space. Expect the challenge. Effective 1350, heavily shielded, highly aggressive. Combatants have more health and are harder to stun. Alright. Didn't lock my loadout, so if I need to swap off the glaive, I will. But hopefully I won't need to. Woo! Yeah, I would like to get more of me in the camera. The problem is I think the camera just needs to be farther back. Honestly. But I'm getting a new desk. Or planning to get a new desk to make that possible.
House Salvation has locked down the launch facility and we don't have time to regain control. Rasputin is going to try to remotely scramble the station's defenses. Buy you a couple of seconds to do a flyby and transmat in.
Emphasis, a couple of seconds. Brace yourself.
Hopefully it's coming out at 60. Oh, it definitely doesn't look like it's coming out at 60. I don't know if that's been updated. So you know what? I'm going to close down stream and reopen stream. Because I was playing something else at 30, so...